Each breath they took was wasted. It felt wasted as they clawed their way up. Weren't they supposed to be a he? It didn't matter at the moment. All that mattered is getting out of wherever they were. They just woke up there. So they would claw and claw and claw. The worst part of it all, their hands would be whittled down to bone and meat. Bone, muscle, all exposed. Their fingertips would break and snap off, and they didn't feel any of it, as they kept clawing and clawing. They didn't breathe. Well, they did, but didn't feel like they needed it. Didn't feel like they could breathe. They didn't get hungry. They didn't get tired. They don't know how long they spent down there. They don't know how long, really. It felt like they should have starved to death or died of dehydration, yet they lived. They could, still feel some things, like the sensation of their skin rotting, and, their organs hanging out of, their stomach. They had, ripped out their intestines a while ago, just to get rid of that awful sensation. They were hyperventilating as they clawed and clawed. Eventually, on a stormy night, they would breach through the dirt and be able to claw out. They were in a graveyard. Yeah, we finally did it! I told you guys we would get out. Yeah, I guess I should have believed you more. What's with... Never mind. We'll teach him how to talk in a while. Not bad. Not bad. Holy shit, there's another one here? Fuck you. No, sorry, it was just a legitimate question, I didn't think there was another voice. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. I don't intend on talking to you if I'm being honest, but it'll still be nice just for you to know I'm here. And, they would crawl out of the dirt. They would look at their hands and look up at the sky, the moon shining down on them. They hadn't grown, they hadn't changed. They were still the exact same, back when they were screaming and begging and crying on that hospital bed. Memory makes them shiver. Or at least they assumed they shivered. Their nerves are long dead by now, and, it becomes difficult to feel things after that. They would check, if they were still in one piece and what they were missing. They were missing a lot. The wound in their chest that had killed them, still there, still unstitched, still open. Their blood had long since coagulated. Anyway, hello, my lovely, lovely audience. Welcome to another video. So, what do you think of the intro? Like it? Didn't? Yeah. Anyway, sorry about the lack of uploads recently. Something came up. Something happened. Excuse me, what the fuck? What? What the fuck? Oh, okay, it's even worse now. What the fuck? Yeah, when you look at that, it's pretty, Yeah, when you look at that, it makes sense on why I'd be not posting a lot. Anyway, yes, welcome to another video, and this is the special surprise I had. Call it New Year's surprise, but yeah. Let's just get on with the rest of the what if. Izuku Midoriya, former son of Yagi Toshinori, Inko Midoriya, and brother of Izumi Midoriya. Long deceased due to, well, the villain known as All for One. He had used an odd combination of quirks to make Izuku's life a living hell. This combination of quirks made everyone who, well, was around him innately hate him, despise him, and, well, that's how his life would go. Izuku's quirk would, well, never manifest, only fueling the hate. Well, they didn't always hate him. They only started to hate him when they had a reason to hate him. His, well, quirk never came in, or at least that's what they assumed. But it did come in. It did. But for 4 long years after he was diagnosed quirkless, each day would be its own hell. Each day he would be broken, battered, bruised. His sister would use, well, her quirk to break bones and cartilage within his body, break limbs, and sometimes when she's feeling extra cruel, launch rocks into him and, well, leave them there, lodged inside of him. It's actually what killed him. A rock to the lungs. Well, a second rock to the lungs, more like it. Around the time he was 5, he had taken a small pebble to the lungs and, well, it had permanently lodged itself in there. What had actually killed him was a large stone to the lungs. It wasn't immediate either. He screamed and he begged and he spent a lot of time in, the hospital, screaming in agony, begging for someone to treat him, help him. And even though, his parents took insurance out on him, they never really paid for any kind of treatment. They mostly just used the insurance money to buy Izumi some new makeup and toys, gifts, etc. Along with that, the doctors, nurses, never really ever treated him or came to his aid. You see, the hatred quirk cast on him, it made everyone around him hate him, no matter whether they just met him or, they had known him all their life. But, yeah. So, he wasn't treated. He was put at the very bottom of the list of, people to treat, despite his injuries being much more severe than a child with a cold. And he screamed and begged in that hospital bed to be helped. No one did. He died. And, All for One's quirk stops working. The hatred quirk stops working after someone died. And as you can guess, that everyone wept as soon as the quirk was disarmed. The guilt everyone felt after he died was rather immense, as you would say. Izumi, she visited his grave every day for, months, and, months turned to years. But, yeah, about a year, but more on that in a bit. Inko, she lost the ability to even look at Izumi or herself in the mirror, or really any kid at the age of 8, the age Izuku died. She just can't anymore. Every time she does, she sees his face, and it. Yeah, she feels dirty, awful, horrible. And, well, Toshinori, or All Might, well, he'd fall deeper and deeper into an obsession, into the obsession of killing All for One. He had took, his son, his mentor, tortured all past One for All users beyond belief. Just, yeah. He hates him, and he wants to kill him. It's the only thing really keeping him going anymore. Inko's considered giving up her hero career multiple times, but, well, the hero, Meteor, really can't give up. She's one of the top 30 ranking heroes in Japan, and, well, Izuku would want her to save people. But back to Izumi. She visited her brother's grave every single day. However, one day when she arrived, her brother's grave had been dug out. Something seemingly, clawed its way in or out. Doesn't really matter. All that matters is that her brother's dead body was, robbed, stolen. Well, yeah, just ripped from there. All Might assumes that it's one last final fuck you from All for One, despite the fact that he's supposedly dead. But considering the quirk was active for all of Izuku's life, he doubts that, and he's gonna kill him. But yeah. In case you're wondering how Izuku even got this quirk on him, I'll tell, with time. However, we currently have a little undead corpse we need to check in on. Now, they were confused, scared. They had never been, in the area that they were in. They had escaped, basically their tomb, as Sorrow put it, and the individual Happy will be dubbing Silence because he won't ever talk. Happy dubbed them Silence because they wouldn't talk, but yeah. The individual Happy dubs as Silence won't talk. However, whenever he's in control, he seems, control of their body, he seems much more direct than them. He knows the area better. So, Joy started to piece together a few things, and those things he doesn't like, but they're things nonetheless. They've started to teach anger, as Happy's dubbed him. Well, before you ask, Sorrow, Somber, got the names mixed up, but yeah. Anger, as Happy's dubbed him for obvious reasons. How to speak, at least basic phrases. But, yeah, currently, they're roaming. Currently, Somber's in control of the body, of their body, and he's just sobbing. Not gonna sugarcoat this. He's at the back of a church, sobbing his eyes out, despite the fact that they pretty much don't have any bodily fluids. So he's just crying without actual tears because, once again, they lack bodily fluids. Now, well, it's currently like 8 at night, and as they sob at the back of this church, a girl would arrive as, well, vine-like hair, green vine-like hair, and actually looks kind of nice, pretty even, but Samba's too busy crying to pay attention to, well, her attractiveness, as you would say. Hello? Get away! You don't want to be near us. Good grief, could you form coherent sentences, Somber? Shit. Give me a moment. Oh, I'm not gonna hurt you. Just, what are you doing here? We don't know. We just decided to stop here. Please, don't touch us. The girl would stop walking and just stop in place and stand there for a moment. Do you have a name? Name. No, I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? Look, easy, Somber. I'm sure we could figure that out. It seems familiar, at the least. Midoriya. That's all you need to know. Oh, thanks. Silence. Been a while since you talked, right? Shut up. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh. You don't seem all that alright. May I ask where your parents are? That term would cause Somber to break down further, being like, as he would go, no, don't, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Somber would start to break down as well. Joy would take direct control of the body as well. They would shiver and say, please don't use that name around us, it's uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm Joy, the one you met earlier is Somber. The one who told me to shut up is Silence. There's another one who we haven't met, and then there's Anger, who's pretty, self-explanatory for what his gimmick is. But anyway, hi. Hello. So you said your name's Midoriya, right? Yeah, but we'd prefer not to be called that. Anyway, do you know where we are? We've been kind of lost, but then again, we don't really have a home to return to, so I guess it's better if we're lost, but we'd at least like to know where we are. Yeah, we'd like to know where we are. Yeah. So, sorry if I'm being awkward. We've just not talked to people that much since we woke up. Anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're on 33rd Street. Uh, may... I know this may seem rude, but why is your skin rotting? Oh, I haven't really... Well, we haven't really noticed that. No, that was only you, really. I observed it within the first 5 minutes of us being out of that, tomb, I guess. It was more of a grave, but still. Thank you, Silence. You're certainly more chatty than usual. Oh shit, I did not know we could cough. Anyway, yeah. I don't... Yeah. We kinda died, I guess you would say. I guess that's how you would put it. Oh, you died. So your quirk is resurrection? No, no. Not actually. I guess you could say that, but we were quirkless when we were alive. Oh. Oh. How long have you been roaming about? A new voice would start talking. Yeah, a new voice. A split-second decision by me, but a new voice would start talking. I don't really know, but they would stand up. Hello, my name is Morse. He would look, well, yeah. Happy would retake control, as he would say. Morris, I would not recommend, talking right now, if that's okay. Oh, of course. That's completely fine by me. Thanks, you're always so nice to be around. Anyway, Silence keeps track of these things, right? We've been alive, well, living again, for 4 years, 7 months, and 68 days. But isn't... Yes, I know. 68 days just sounds better to me. Okay. You've been like this since? Yeah, it's been a while, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, that's how the conversation goes. The vine-haired girl would introduce herself as simply just Ibarra, as formalities, aka her last name isn't really necessary. Or is that her last name? Gonna have to check after this recording. But yes, the vine-haired girl would introduce herself as Ibarra, and the, happy, somber, anger, and Silence and Morse would all introduce themselves individually. Yeah, like we just went through. Anyway, so Ibarra would come to the conclusion of Izuku's situation. She's pretty far off, but it's a conclusion nonetheless. Oh, okay. You seem to be a lost soul, as he would put it. Oh, lost soul? Yeah, that's, what is that, exactly? Miss Ibarra? Ibarra's just fine, but, it's basically just a soul unable to move on. Think like the Halloween mascot, I forget his name, but I know it starts with a Jack. Basically, he was a bad man in life, but tricked the devil multiple times, so he wasn't allowed into hell. But because of his lifestyle, he wasn't allowed into heaven either. So he became a lost soul, a walking corpse, unable to move on. Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But we haven't really done anything bad aside from being quirkless. So it's odd that we wouldn't be able to move on. Yeah, but a lost soul can be made from many things, like, think how ghosts have unfinished business, and yeah, or there's a couple of theories about people being unable to peacefully move on, so they come back as lost souls. I know this may seem like a personal question, but how did you die? Screaming! Oh, that's a new voice. Yeah. Whip-de-fucking-do. Oh, that's foul. What does fuck mean? You'll learn on your own time. Anyway, so, yeah, we died screaming. Okay, that's plain. That's a statement. But, yeah, after that, Ibarra would just kind of not know what to say to respond to that, so there would be a pause, a type of silence, a very awkward one between them, as, well, silence would, ironic, yes I know, would pick up the conversation. So, basically, we died and weren't able to peacefully move on because our death wasn't peaceful. What are we supposed to do about that? Okay, not really sure about that. I doubt an exorcism would do anything for your situation, because if I'm being honest, your soul looks to be pretty broken. Pretty broken. That's a fair assessment. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? In case you haven't noticed, split personality disorder typically isn't this dramatic. It's just like a mood change. Like, Sarah's tough and strong, Jennifer's a soft-hearted, kind person. Yeah, we are pretty much a broken soul. Wow, the raging brute managed to figure something out. Hey, isn't Somber the swordsman of the group? Can I not be brought into your argument? Give me a moment. Swordsman? What do you mean by that? Oh, fucking great, we just gave the stranger Oh, shit, we just gave the stranger information. She seems trustworthy. Yeah, our sister was trustworthy until we came out quirkless. Remember how that happened? Fair enough. Anger, please stop yelling at Joy. It isn't nice. Yes, yes. Whilst I normally like to agree with you, Anger, on your assessments about our survival, yelling at Happy isn't the smartest idea. He's not the sharpest one of us, as you would say. Fine, Morse, you fucking shit. Okay. I still haven't been informed of what Anger, I believe, meant by swordsman. Basically. Okay, I'm gonna explain this. For you, I'm gonna explain this to you. Because clearly you're too dumb to understand it on your own. Anger, that's rude! Oh, fuck off, Joy. Anyway, yeah. He's a swordsman, he's a fighter. That's it. That wasn't really that informative, Anger. Yeah, well, I don't think we should be just giving away our secrets to a random chick with plants on her head. Like, who the fuck? Ugh, shit. I'm so angry I can't fucking speak. Oh, goodness. I honestly regret teaching you how to speak Japanese. Oh, fuck you. Where did he even learn that? But, yeah, that was a conversation. Anyway, so, yeah, they would talk. And Ibarra would come to the conclusion that, well, Zuko, it's pretty obvious that it's Zuko, is a broken soul, unable to move on, and unable, well, to go to heaven, because he was 8 when he died. There's not a lot an 8-year-old child can do to get into hell. Anyway, so, yeah. She decides she's gonna help them move on. How's she gonna do that? Show them kindness, show them love, show them the emotions that they never felt when they were alive. So, yeah. Anyway, this is when, Azumi's 12, and, well, yeah, the Midoriya family isn't doing quite that well. Bakugo Katsuki, has become an emo, basically. That's pretty much it. He went to therapy, he got his shit together, but he became an emo. The Midoriya family, however, well, the Yagi family, however, are living by the motto, therapies for the weak. And by that, I mean Izumi's fallen into an obsession on trying to track down Izuku's discarded corpse. Toshinori has further fallen into his obsession with trying to kill All For One, and as you can guess, the vestiges are pretty, yeah. They're, how one would say, you get my point. Like, I don't need to say it, but yeah, they're just kind of in the background, watching as All Might and his successor both fall into some level of obsession with someone else. And as you can guess, the first is pretty, about that, as you would say. Good old PTSD. Anyway, yeah, Inko's fear of touching or looking or being around children has only worsened, and Bakugo's questioning their sanity. But yeah, I'm gonna end this off here. Yeah, I know it was kind of short for my usual specials, but hey, it's New Year. Cut me some slack. Anyway, so yeah. Goodbye, my lovely, lovely audience. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.